Here is a fun exercise that you can do to practice making bottles. I think I have clay all over my face. I can't tell. Okay. So we're going to start off with a relatively thick-walled cylinder. And when we make bottles, I like to say that you're making the best cylinder you ever made. But no pressure. It doesn't really matter actually with the practice, but when you get to actually making bottles, think about making the best cylinder you ever made. Okay, so this is just a pound of clay. Thick-walled, so in that way it's not the best cylinder, but we're gonna use a thick wall. And probably just 2 pulls to get it up a little bit higher than that, but leaving the walls relatively thick. That's a discipline. All right. So now, from here, we're just going to practice bringing it in. And this is how I teach it. Is one hand collars, that's my left hand. As a righty, my left hand collars, one hand pulls, but it's a tiny little pull with these 2 fingers. So you just need a little bit of water on your fingers, that's all. You're gonna ride it and wait until it feels ready, and then begin. One hand collars, one hand pulls. Pause when you get to a diameter that feels like when you might want to stop. And then if you want, you can give it some shape. So, and then you can go ahead and practice throwing that and maybe making a taller neck. Or whatever kind of top you might want to practice, just to practice. And then we'll just cut that off. Oops. Try not to destroy other things in the meantime. Okay, next one. One hand colors, one hand pulls. In, simultaneously. Hands working together, making whatever kind of bottle top you might like, maybe inside, outside hands, maybe something a little different this time. You can play. And let's cut it off. Can't really feel that it disengaged. Oh, it was thick, that's why. Okay, again, compress the rim. I've never done this before, but last year a student of mine did it as an exercise that she gave to herself, Irene. And I was really impressed by it. I just thought it was a genius way to learn it. So here we go, one hand collars, one hand pulls. And maybe a different type of top. Maybe just straight and narrow, the old straight and narrow. And cut it off. And just keep playing with it like that. You might take some more pulls when you run out of clay. You might have a little bit more that you could pull up. You could start a little bit lower and have a taller bottleneck. See how much you can bring in. Fun, huh? That's really fun. You can practice that. The pulling fingers, everybody needs practice with that. One hand colors, one hand pulls. Making a little neck. Playing with form. I just thought that maybe I'll do something with these. I don't know what, but like little horns, musical instruments. Okay, let me just pull this up into a last little cylinder. Color and pull. It's very different than just coloring. You have control of what happens to the clay with the hand that's throwing. Fun little exercise. That one I didn't compress the clay beforehand, now I have a wonky rim. Whoa. That one's way off. Maybe one more. Tiny little guy. All right, that's it. Let me know if you try that, how you like it.